Look at these guys go. Now, a lot of people view bugs in video games as a bad thing, but what if I showed you a new perspective, a different side to this story? Welcome to the world of bugs. I want to talk about some games that celebrate the lives of these tiny critters and the vibrant worlds they live in. Some of them highlight their interesting movement techniques or the important role they play in their ecosystem. Some games have fierce fighters, others precise platforming, and some of them are just kinda weird. Then there's Hollow Knight, but I don't need to talk about that one. So let's get down to their level and see just what these bugs are capable of. Possibly my favorite genre of bug games are the ones that let you move around in fun ways. One of the developers that does this best is S-Bug Games, who just officially announced Isopod, a webbed spin-off. You're a tiny pill bug in the wide-open Australian bush. It's a roly-poly platforming adventure to unite your fellow bugs and fight back against the greedy fire ant conglomerate. Some things you can do as an isopod: eat some leaves, meet a spider wizard, swing around or be a ball, destroy pesky pots, and blow up a pipeline. Their previous game, Webbed, takes a similar approach to this swingy, flippy movement, but in a 2D space. The web spinning especially is brilliantly done, and the whole thing is this wonderful balance of detailed and realistic pixel environments with lots of goofiness and humor. In the same vein, the upcoming I Am a Caterpillar focuses on crawling and climbing with your sticky little bug feet. It's the story of a caterpillar who doesn't want to be a butterfly and decides to take control of their destiny. Maybe a little less realistic is one of my all-time favorites, Yoku's Island Express. It's a pinball platformer about a dung beetle mailman, a pint-sized postman protagonist named Yoku. I've never played anything like it before, and I don't know if I ever will again, but you definitely should because it's completely charming and wonderful. It goes on sale pretty often, and there's even a demo, so you have no excuse. Another Dung Beetle game I found that happens to be free is Dung Beetle Adventure. Go play it. Next, we have the Creature Collectors. Bugaboo Pocket, which I'm extremely excited for, and also has a demo, is basically like your own buggy Tamagotchi. You play as a researcher trying to help the ecosystem in Beetleback Ridge recover from a devastating wildfire. You and your buggies have a little cabin in the woods, and the story, even just in the demo, is so heartwarming. Play minigames, bond with your new friends, and decorate their tiny terrariums. Now, I can't talk about bug games without mentioning bug snacks. In this one, the bugs are made of snacks. Hunt them down and feed them to your friends. But oh, look how cute everything is. This definitely isn't a psychological horror game, right? I'm not sure how to define bug snacks, but it's definitely creative. These are also the devs responsible for Octodad, if that helps clear anything up. Apico is a laid-back beekeeping sim that came out last year, and it's all about breeding, collecting, and conserving bees. There are over 40 species to discover, beekeeping minigames, building, and management, plus a portion of the proceeds goes to bee conservation charities. If you like your creature collecting with a side of cosmic mystery, then there's Paradise Marsh. Also released last year, there are tons of different critters and ways to interact with the magical environment surrounding you. Last is Bug and Seek, which comes out on December 1st. It's pretty simple. You just bought the local bug museum, so naturally you gotta fill that thing up with bugs. Go out there and catch them all. These next few might require a little more strategy and brain power to beat. Decarbonize is an environmental card strategy game with climate change as your opponent. It just came out in August and looks like a pretty cool take on the roguelike deck builder thing. Plus, I really like the art. Humbug Tales, Keeper of the Swarm is Pikmin 4 for those of us who don't have a Switch. You'll control an ant herder on a whimsical adventure through different wetland biomes and use your wits to get past obstacles and outmaneuver the mother wasp and her minions. If you really want to double down on the ant colony strategy thing, there's Empires of the Undergrowth, currently in early access. It's a mix of real-time strategy and base building that fits perfectly with this insect theme. A pretty neat take on the usual and usually boring wartime strategy game. I ran out of categories, so here are the rest of the games. Bug Fables is a decently popular Paper Mario-like that I really need to finish playing. It's an epic RPG where you guide Team Snakemouth across a vast land, engaging in turn-based battles and helping out some weird buggy locals. It's really just a pretty big vibe. Morphopolis is this gorgeous point-and-click adventure game about transformation and discovery. Starting as an aphid grub, you embark on an epic journey of metamorphosis toward your spawning ground. Spider, Rite of the Shrouded Moon is a creepy cute puzzle adventure game where you design web traps to catch various insects in. It takes place in an abandoned mansion built by a secret society, ooh. And the behavior of different bugs changes based on the weather and time of day, which is pretty cool. And really, all the games I've shown you today are pretty cool, in my opinion. But the coolest game of all is Beanie.